Hey, what's up, YouTube? So many of us have a dream to have and own our own business one day. Personally, I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. I've been self-employed and had my own business for the last 20 years, and I love being a business owner. I'll be honest with you though, there are a lot of pros and cons to owning your own business. In this video, I'm going to share with you 6 questions that you should ask yourself if you're considering starting your own business. My name is Paris Clough, and this is Financial Self-Reliance. On this channel, we talk about the mindsets and the skill sets of the wealthy so that you can learn how to manage, protect, and grow your assets. If that sounds like the kind of community and the kind of channel you want to be a part of, go ahead and click like and subscribe so that you don't miss any of the videos that I produce. So recently, an article from NerdWallet came across my newsfeed, and I thought it would make a great topic for a video. So I decided that I would share my insights into the 6 questions that they say that someone who's looking to start their own business should ask themselves before they start their own business. I really thought these 6 questions were great questions, and I feel like they're questions you should ask yourself. And coming from the perspective of someone who's owned their own business for the last 20 years, I think I'm going to be able to share some insights with you that will be valuable. Statistics show that most millionaires today are either self-employed or business owners. So if you want to become a millionaire, being a business owner is a pretty sure way to get there. So if you have a dream or a goal to start your own business one day, the first question you might ask yourself is, what experience do you have? What experience do you have in life that can provide a valuable solution to the marketplace? Now, a lot of people who have been employed and have had great careers usually build up a lot of great experience that they can then take and put into a business and start their own business. But what if you've never had experience like that? What can you do to start your own business? Well, there are things that you're good at. There's things that you've grown up really good at, and some experiences that you've had, maybe some hobbies, maybe some talents, maybe some kind of skill that you have that you're really good at, that you can turn that into a course or a training or some kind of situation where you can monetize that skill set. That's one of the first questions that you should ask is, do you have experience that could be monetized and that could be turned into a course or some kind of business that would bring you an income and provide a great business opportunity for you? The next question you should ask yourself if you're looking to start your own business is, what are you passionate about? What would you do if you didn't have to worry about money? What is your passion in life? What gets you up out of bed every morning? Those passions can often be turned into something that can be monetized and create a great business opportunity for you and provide a great solution to the marketplace. Sometimes our passions aren't something that we can monetize, so be careful with this one. I grabbed one of the quotes from the article by Brian Davis. He's the CEO of Spark Rental, and he says, a truly good business idea is at the intersection of 4 things: what you love doing, what you're good at, what you can be paid for, and what the world needs. All 4 of those things are pillars that would support a great business opportunity. So make sure that you take Brian Davis's advice and make sure that your business opportunity is at the intersection of those 4 areas. The third question you should ask yourself if you want to have your own business is, what problem could you solve? I remember years ago there was a cute video called Robots, and in that video there was a commercial that one of the robots was watching and said, see a need, fill a need. What that basically means is that if you see a problem in the world, what can you do to solve it? There are so many people that have created great businesses because they saw a problem and then they found a solution that would solve that problem, and they created a product or service that would then provide the solution for that problem. And then they were able to sell that product or service to thousands and tens of thousands of people and make a lot of money. This question is one of the most important questions for you being able to start your own business. If there's not a problem that you can solve, it's probably not something that's going to bring you a very successful business opportunity. I've personally been an entrepreneur my whole life. I was actually the kid that would go knocking doors, selling things from door to door just to make money to be able to pay for summer camp and other things. In fact, over the last 20 years as I've had my own business, I've had a lot of ups and downs. I've learned a lot of things and had a lot of great experience. Not only do I have experiences in my own personal situation and my own personal experiences, but I chose a business where I was able to counsel and coach and advise people on their money issues. I bring to the table experiences from dozens and dozens of clients that I've helped solve problems in their life. So I have a lot of experiences to draw from. And that's one of the reasons why I created this YouTube channel, so that I could help people learn how to manage, protect, and grow their money. I want to make sure that people get to retirement on time and with enough money to make it last. And then let's talk about getting to retirement early or faster. I created a 30-day challenge. In this 30-day challenge, I go through some of the most important and critical issues that most people and most families face. Having a positive cash flow is probably one of the most important things that you can have. And in my 30-day challenge, I go through a step-by-step process to help you increase your cash flow over the next 30 days. Click the link in the description below and sign up for my 30-day challenge. It's free. One of the modules that I go through in my 30-day challenge is for people who are self-employed or who want to have businesses. The tips and tricks that I give you in that video are critical. There's some things in there that you don't want to miss. Make sure you sign up for my 30-day challenge if you want to start your own business. All right, the fourth question you should ask yourself is, what is your lifestyle preference? What that means is, do you want to create a big business that can scale up to thousands of employees and multi-million dollars of income and revenues? Or do you want to just have a business that you can run with a couple, 2, 3 people? You need to decide what kind of business you want to have eventually. As Stephen Covey says in his great book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, begin with the end in mind. So if you want to start a business that you can eventually see as a corporation that's publicly traded, that's going to have thousands of employees, then you're going to want to start in such a way that you're going to scale that up. If you don't want to have that kind of a lifestyle and all the pressure that goes along with that, you're going to want to have a small, maybe a mom and pop business. And that's fine. Just make sure that you know what you're getting into as you're getting into it. When I first started my business, what I decided to do was start a small business that I could then scale up. And because of that, I was able to start right away and earn money and then reinvest that money back into my business to then grow the business. See, the fifth question is, how much capital do you have access to? Some businesses require a ton of capital. You have to do research and development. You have to do product prototypes. You have to make the product and have it tested. That all costs a lot of money. So how much money do you need to start this business? There's a lot of expenses that go into having a business in the beginning because you're learning a new skill. You're learning how to go from an employee mindset and skill set to a business owner's mindset and skill set. And sometimes that takes money, it takes training, it takes time for you to get to the point where you can do that. And that takes capital to do that. So if you have a business idea that's going to take a lot of capital, you're going to want to do some crowdfunding. You're going to want to do some things where you can maybe get some angel investors. Or if you have a business that doesn't take a lot of capital to get started, you can probably get started right away, and then you can move forward with that and start building that business and having that business pay for itself as you scale up. The sixth question you should ask yourself, what ideas can I test easily? A lot of people think that they might have a business idea and they go out and they get started, they put a lot of money into it, and then it fails because they didn't test it properly. They didn't have the right testing environments. They didn't do enough research to see if the product or service was even something the marketplace wanted. I have a friend that has started 2 or 3 or 4 businesses, and every one of them seems to fail on him because of that very issue. In fact, I actually started 5 or 6 businesses before I found the one that really worked for me. And a lot of it had to do with some of these questions. I wasn't as passionate as I thought I was. I didn't have as much experience as I thought I did. I didn't have the capital that I thought I needed. And I definitely didn't have the testing that I thought I needed or the research that I needed to be able to test it properly to see if it was a viable product or service for the marketplace. Do you have a business idea that you've been working on, or are you in business for yourself now? Put a comment below. I'd love to hear more about what you're doing and or what you'd like to do in the comments below. The business that I chose is financial planning. I have a lot of experience in it. I love money. I'm passionate about it. I'm passionate about helping people. I'm passionate about a family or an individual that they're struggling and they're fighting to make ends meet. And I meet with them for a few hours and the light turns on and they make the changes necessary, and now they're cash flowing, a positive cash flow. They're starting to build their assets. They're starting to grow their assets. There's nothing more exciting to me than that. I solve a problem because there's so many people in the world today that don't know how to manage their money properly. I love the lifestyle because I can help people. Because my business is appointment only, I can set my own hours, I can set my own times, and I can meet with clients as necessary. The other thing that's really neat about one of the businesses that I have is my health insurance business. That business pays a residual income. It's passive. I sell the product once, and as long as that client is happy and stays on the books, I get paid year after year for as long as that client stays alive and stays my client. Because I had done research and I knew there was a lot of people that needed life insurance, they needed financial planning, they needed health insurance. These are all services that are very necessary in the world today. I knew that I had a marketable product or service and a marketable skill, and I knew that that idea was already proven to work. There's nothing wrong with starting a business that's brand new or fresh, but make sure you test it first before you launch it. There are new ideas that are coming out all the time. There's new products and new services that this world needs. If you have that idea, make sure that you ask yourself these questions before you get started. I'm an entrepreneur. I love entrepreneurialism. I believe that if you have a business idea, you should go for it. Make sure you do your due diligence. Make sure you do your research before you jump and before you make the launch. But bring the product or service to market. Whatever your idea is, whatever your service is, if the world needs it, you're doing yourself a favor and you're doing the world a favor by bringing it to the marketplace. So bring it on. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video.